We always hear how important it is to step outside our comfort zone. And yes, there is truth to that. Growth often starts there. When we try something new, challenge ourselves, risk failing, we do change. But lately, I've been thinking about a different kind of strength. The quiet kind. The kind that comes not from stepping out, but from returning to what's familiar, to what makes us feel safe, to what reminds us of who we are. Because while stepping out can help us grow, stepping back in can help us heal. And that matters just as much. These past few weeks, months have been a lot. Busy, heavy, fast, everything moving at once. And after all that output, I found myself craving silence. Not silence as in no sound, but the kind that feels like a deep exhale. That soft, grounding quiet that helps your shoulder drop, that lets you breathe slower, that reminds you that you are allowed to pause. So I did the only thing that made sense in that moment. I opened my sketchbook. No plan, no pressure, just me and my usual colors. And a page I started weeks ago and never finished. I think I was drawing birds that day, as I often do when I feel anxious and I need to relax and calm down. Simple shapes, a few lines, and then I stopped. Maybe I got distracted, maybe I just didn't feel like continuing, and past me might have seen that as a lack of discipline. But now I see it differently. Now I think it was a quiet gift to my future self. Because there are days when I feel too tired to start from scratch, days when the world feels like too much and I just do not have the energy to be creative in a big way. But those are exactly the days I need creativity the most. So I flip through the pages and there it is, something unfinished waiting for me. No expectations, no pressure. Just a sketch I left behind, like a thread I can pick up again. It gets a bad reputation, the comfort zone, like it's a place where dreams go to die. But I don't think that's true. I think the comfort zone is where we come back to remember who we are, to rest, to reconnect. It's not stagnation, it's recovery. At least for me. And that's something I think we forget a lot, especially in a world that constantly tells us to do more, to push, to optimize. That rest is something you earn only after you've been productive. I've had moments lately where I've wondered, does any of this even matter? Sharing a quiet video, finishing a drawing, in a world like this? For us, there's so much pain, conflict, exhaustions. It feels very small, soft, maybe even silly. But maybe that's exactly why it matters, because small things remind us that we are still human. Softness reminds us we still care, and we should care about everything, about everyone. And care is what holds us together, especially when everything else is falling apart. So maybe it's okay every now and then to just draw birds. Maybe it's okay to rest. Maybe choosing gentleness is a kind of resistance too. I want to be a part of a creative community where that's allowed, where people aren't measured by how much they produce or how well they perform, but by their presence, their honesty, their heart. A space that makes room for unfinished things, half-done drawings, unpolished moments, real life. Because we do not always need to push ourselves harder. Sometimes we just need to come home to what's already ours. That might be a sketchbook, it might be a song, a quiet walk, your pet, a warm drink. It might be sitting still for a moment without guilt. And maybe sharing this page with you is a way of reminding both of us, you do not have to be impressive. You do not have to always be loud if you don't feel like it. If you do it, it's great. You are allowed to be tired, and you are still enough. So today, this is what I'm doing. One small act of creativity, one gentle step back into something familiar. If you are feeling overwhelmed or uninspired or far from your spark, maybe this is your sign too. To stop, to soften, to return to your comfort zone. Not because you're stuck, but because that's where your roots are. Thanks for being here with me. Take care of yourself, and I really hope to see you next time.